let's now roll out the 2023 Texas High School Football Hall of Fame induction class, starting with the 1959 and before, talking about Bert Clark. The late Bert Clark will be going in the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame tonight. He was a 4-year letterman and an all-state linebacker at Old High, Wichita Falls High. Of course, will be playing their final year this year in 2023. But this is the guy who went on to play for Bud Wilkinson at Oklahoma, and an unbelievable player, twice an all Big 8 linebacker there. But if you know the name of Bert Clark, you may actually know him as a coach, because he went on to coach he was the head coach for Washington State for 4 years. He was an assistant head coach at University of Washington for a couple of Rose Bowl seasons. This is a guy who's well known in the coaching community, but he cut his teeth in Texas high school football as a star linebacker and center, which is a very 1950s thing to be, a linebacker and center there at Old High, and a long time coming for Bert Clark in the Texas High School Hall of Fame.
100%. I mean, one name that you'll recognize as far as coaches he played under was actually Jim Spavital, the father of Jake and Zach Spavital, of course, two college coaches now, formerly of Texas State. But, it just shows like the connection that you can make. You can make so many web connections all over to many different careers, many different paths, right? You mentioned how we talk about him as a coach usually, but it's like, well, yeah, he had a career as a player, right? He played in the CFL as well for a little bit. And it just shows like the wide swath of the broad strokes you take when it comes to like following somebody's career.
He was a Dallas Texan, of course.
The Dallas Texans,
That makes him kin to Patrick Mahomes, basically.
right.
That. Calgary Stampeders as well. And then, of course, one thing that I thought was amazing, he went and he enlisted in the military at Fort Sill Army Base, and he won the Military Service Football National Championship game against Bowling Air Force Base in the Poinsettia Bowl.
That's awesome.
So, he's a guy who knows how to win. Bert Clark, the late Bert Clark, a long time coming, getting in posthumously in the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame.